Right, we are back. We are live. 1 second. I will be right back. All right. We're back. Making our survival game here. Yesterday, we actually got the crafting working, like, way faster than I expected. It's not built out right now. It's just a list of items, and then there's no, like, workbench system or anything. But the nice thing is, I don't know how hard it'll be. I might just, like, put tabs over here. Be like, here's your tools, here's your boxes, you know, things like that. But we have it working. I adjusted it so it just takes away the craft button when you click. Pretty nice. So we've got crafting, building, we've got placeables. I really should work on this. You know what? I think a quick fix for this box. Just rotate it 180 degrees. It's not a great way to do it because eventually I need to make sure that I am keeping it consistent across all boxes. So, but it just kind of annoys me for now. I can always change it back later. I need to post in the Discord. Let's go ahead and get that pulled up here. Open up my YouTube stream as well. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now that opens in the correct way. Another thing I should do. Let's go to the player. This is going to be our interact label. I'm going to add another label to it. This will be our pickup label. How do I do this? What is that? Item detect dot current focused item dot name. Let's do str or pickup This is going to be interact. That's not very good. Interact with. Really, it should be a open box or something like that. It's my interactable. Oh, we got ads starting here pretty quick. Just a heads up. On Twitch, not on YouTube, of course. Oh, whoops. Item detect current focused item not equal null. Current focused interactable does not equal null. Okay, let's give this a shot. Pick up item scene 12, 1, 14. Oh, we gotta do a... Now, the annoying thing is the box. I can open it while carrying it. In a way, that's kind of cool. Wait, let me try some stuff here. This is probably going to break. Yeah, that just deleted some wood there. So we can't have that, clearly. Okay, now these... we need it to be the item name. There we go. Okay, that's nice. Oh, we got an ad rolling. Wait, what was it? Switch tool. Place, what is it, placeable? Current tool, if we do switch tool, we do this. Let's go to our, where's our placeable? What is interactable? Okay. Placeable. Extends equipable. Wait, let's do let's go to item, detect. So if it's an interactable, could do something like equals let me try something like this. New Jank, what's up? Let's see if this works. Oh. Nope. It's still saying press E to interact with small box. For a little bit, at least. Okay, but I can't... Oh, there's like certain spots where it pops in for a second. Yeah, and I was able to open it there. Okay. Not much today. What about you? Just working on this crafting thing that I got going. Well, right now I'm trying to fix something where you can open a box while you're holding it. But I think what I can do is just let's go to a small box. We have interactable. Actually, you know what? We should just put this in our equipable. Let's figure this out. Equipable. I'll have to show you, New Jank, what we have so far for the crafting system. It's working. It's a very basic one so far, but it shouldn't be too hard to scale up. I have some ideas for that. Okay. Okay, so now I can go to tool is placeable. Let's do if new tool is placeable, maybe right here. We do wait, equipable might not have an interactable. So let's do placeable. Okay, now maybe this works. We will see. Here, I'll show you the craft system so far, which is literally just this menu right here. We've got a couple items that are just basic items that you can craft right away. They have their costs, which right now is just wood, because I don't have any other resources. Their icons, and then if you have it, and then you craft, there's a little progress bar. And then boom, it's done. Sick. Yeah, it feels pretty nice. It's really coming along. Yeah, this I did yesterday, and I was not expecting to be able to like just build this yesterday, like in a couple hours. But it like just went really fast. Okay, set deferred on nil. Maybe I don't need to do set deferred because it's not added as a child yet. Yeah, it's getting there. Now, what's awesome is I have a lot of these systems already built. So now I can just build cool stuff to add in, like different items, different resource types, stuff like that. Okay, still broke. You know what I can do? I can just do it this way. Where's small box? Small box right here. Interactable dot monitorable equals value. And then I think I can do monitoring here too. Hopefully this isn't something where I have to set it deferred as well. But we set those to be like that. And then I go to placeable. What is this in? In player. We do the object or this stuff. We do all this. We do current tool dot drop tool. Active item change, we do all this. Oh, we run build preview dot place placeable. Of course, we have two functions named the exact same thing. What are we even doing here? Oh, that's right. We're initiating it in the preview when you equip it. So then here, we can do current placeable preview is like that's like our actual scene. That's annoying because then we have current placeable preview.preview. This is just rough. This is what happens when you just don't think things through. But we can do current placeable preview is a node 3D. Placeable. Current placeable. Oh, that doesn't work. Interactable dot set is that it? Nope. Where did I put that? We need to take this, save that, go into interactable, throw that in there. Interactable monitor. We can do that. Tell me about, dude, I am the worst with it because I'll just start like throwing things together and then it's like current placeable preview is actually an instantiated box scene, the full box scene. It has nothing to do with a preview. It's just that it's in your hand. And then there's an actual preview in front of you that shows where it's going to be dropped. And that's called current placeable preview.preview. Oh, man. But we get there somehow. I assume placeables need to have interactables. Pretty much all of them will. This needs to be true. When you place a box, it needs to start monitoring. We will see. Okay. Nice. Let's craft another one. Because I didn't actually check to see if you could open it while it's in your inventory. I like this hotbar system because it just doesn't need to be anything more complex than just the first 9 items in your inventory. Okay, Now I'm not getting any weird interactions going on. But when I place one, okay, there we go. Why is it saying at node 3D? Current focus, interactable. That's the scene. You know what? Interactables. Let's see here. Let's look at our classes again. What do we have right now? We have equipables. Which is a node 3D. Then we have a gatherable. Placeables. I feel like all the way back to equipable, we're going to need... No, we're not going to need equipable. We'll definitely need it in placeable. You can say at export var name scene name. We can do string name, right? What's the actual difference here? I know this is faster, but string to methods expecting a string name and it will automatically be converted. Struct does string name. I don't really need it to be a string name. Let's just say string. Keep it simple. I don't know if I would break something. All right, so now we can go to small box. Scene name, small wooden box. Should probably call it and that'll work. So if I go to my my roommate's cooking something pretty dang good, apparently. Thing is, not all interactables are going to be placeable. That's annoying. Base world what can we do here? We can do a class called base world entity. This is for things like placeables that can or scenes that need to be interacted with. Equipable's not always going to have an interactable. And yet, placeable will always be interactable. I added a storage shed to the garden game. Nice. So you can actually build up your resources. You can store all your apples. Sick. Man, just adding like little systems like that is so much fun. I've had so much fun just building each little like chunk of this. Man, especially when I'm doing them so small scale. Goodness sakes, this is rough though. The amount of classes I have here. I was trying to reduce my object-oriented programming side of things. My inheritance mess. Okay, let me think about this. Let's go to Paint. And let's game this out here. So, let's see here. Joviex, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, man. How you doing? Okay, so you have placeable. Interactable. Equipable. I feel like these should all just be properties. Like even just like booleans in one class. Is it placeable? Yeah. So interactable is the area 3D. That gets attached to one of these. A box is both placeable and equipable. But there might be something like a world entity, like something you can't craft or pick up. Let's say it's a special kind of a oven or something. It's not placeable. It's not equipable. But it is interactable. Which means that interactable. Maybe I just do my interactable differently, because right now I have it like this. Let's look at storage. Is open, has this. That extends placeable. I don't know if I even wanted to extend placeable. But I guess. Maybe there would be other things like world. Well, like I have this base world entity. Maybe I just do it this way. Okay, now we're getting a little crazy with the names, as usual. Interactable entity. Okay. It's just going to be a different thing. I don't even need to make this yet. That's the thing. I'm just doing this for the future. I'm going to probably forget that this class exists. Okay. Okay, cool. That'll work. Now, placeables are not always interactable. Honestly, maybe I should just make it an export var. And put it in placeable. So now I can go here and I can go blip, blip. Then I can just do a quick check. See, this is poorly named too, because it's not the actual interactable node. Was it in build preview? Yes. Current placeable preview dot interactable does not equal null. Then we do this. If it's null, then it's not something that gets interacted with. So if it's a little decoration or something. I'm also not a fan of how the box item is the actual item. Or same size and everything, because then it looks like this is just a box. And then you go to Press E. It's like, oh, I can't open it. But you have to pick it up and then place it first, and then you can press E and open it. But that's something we will worry about later. Okay, let's go to Blender. We can now just start building stuff, which is great. I almost should check out that Godot Rye to see if I can do some like HTML, CSS, UI stuff within Godot. But we'll see here. What I'm going to do. I'm going to save it in there so then we can just edit these things from here. Okay. How bad does this look? It looks pretty bad. You know what? This will be fine. We can now, let's see, wait. How are we doing the hammer again? Come on. Just import this stuff. So we have a GLB and a OBJ. What does this one use? GLB. And then we have OBJ for the actual mesh in the resource. It's interesting. Hitbox. Did I do that on purpose? What's my axe look like? Yep, definitely different. The hammer doesn't even need the hitbox, but... That's still fine. Okay, now I can go here. I can export an OBJ or a GLB first. Okay, that looks a little better. Then we can export our OBJ. We'll see if the material updates or if I have to do that again. That's always fun. I can't really tell, it's too dark. Let's just go here. Okay, it is a different material. Perfect. It's really annoying, though, how the materials work in this. Really, I should just maybe save the mesh resource and do all of my materials in Godot, like I'm doing for some other stuff. Because that just looks very different. Yeah, the wood color is completely different. Well, that's annoying that doesn't hide that preview. But this definitely looks better. I'll take it for now. Axe is already good to go. Nice. Okay. That's fine for that for now. Now we let's save this and then open. Okay. Okay, now we have the blend file in there. I don't feel the need to change the axe mesh yet, so. Okay, now. Now we can do the pickaxe. Snap these. Hmm. Maybe I do something like this. Okay, that's workable. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, we got ourselves a little pickaxe. Perfect. New material, we'll call this it's like a diamond pickaxe from Minecraft. I don't necessarily want that. I want more of an iron look. Okay, export the pickaxe. We also need the OBJ for it. Mm. Okay, we're going to get our placeholder icon from ChatGPT. Yeah, this will work. Quick placeholder item. These are all way too big. That's the one thing is let's see here. Yeah, they're all way too big, but they're just placeholders, so it's not a big deal. Okay, first we can do something like these need to be moved into here. Why did that not work? Oh, there it is. That needs to be moved into there. This will break things for sure. Items, tools, placeables, okay. Now we can go to tools. We can do create new resource. We're going to do an item. Pickaxe. What are these? Equipable. I guess I'll put that there. I don't think I'm even using this. Okay. I think we're resetting this anyway. Let's get my music started again. Looks like we have an ad coming up in about 4 minutes. Just a heads up. I'm just going to copy this one, go here. Paste that. Max stack size 1. We do not have a scene yet. Okay. So now we need to do item scene. And actually what we're just going to do is duplicate. Then here we can do... Honestly, do we need the GLB? Now that we're doing blends, we can just do the blend file. Node through 3D is down there. Why is this so different? Okay, this is almost 2 squares tall. Same with this. What's the orientation in the axe? It's placed right there. This is a lot higher. Those are both in the same spot. I think I just need to bring... But why does the axe perfectly line up there? Doesn't feel like it's any taller. Oh, I just moved the axe up, I think. The axe mesh. No. What is breaking my brain so hard right now? This shouldn't be that hard. Okay, axe and pickaxe base root nodes are at the same spot. Then node 3D and node 3D are at the same spot. Then axe is up there. Pickaxe is down there. So axe is all the way up there. Okay. I think the actual axe just needs to be dropped down a bit. Pickaxe, I mean. Yeah, that'll work for now. Let's copy this. Let's remove it, add a script. Copy path, we can go into here. Oh, we need to actually add one to the scene. Okay. Let's see what breaks. Okay, it's there. We'll need to change the animation. And you can still cut trees with it because it's basically just the axe right now. Okay, now let's okay. This works. Nice. Okay, sick. We have a new tool. Now we just need to make something that you can mine and change this animation. Oh boy. We got to deal with Godot's weirdness. Okay, we can keyframe this in. Keyframe this in. Okay. That will be our placeholder for now. I really do want to just switch out my tool system because this whole disappearing underground thing is not great. It's not good to just have it in the real world. But we will figure something out for that. But it does feel nice to have them in the game. Okay. Now, what is it with trees? So tree, forest tree. Okay. That's on Hurtbox hit info. Okay, so this has hitbox here. Set the source entity to the player. Hurtbox hit. Check can damage. But right now we have a base entity that is on the player. It is not on the pickaxe. So if these hitboxes are going to be attached to the actual weapon, which I actually don't necessarily want, then we will need to do this differently. How do I do this? Let's look at a base agent. I could just check if the current tool So unit, this is on Hurtbox hit. Okay. This is for character body. We need it for gatherable. You know what? We can do this differently. In gatherable, we can say something like at export var like gathering tools, something, you know, like that. Accepted tools. We need something there. Okay, we do have the item resource. Maybe we do item. Okay, if hit info source entity current tool in accepted tools. Or not in return. Let's go X. Then for tree 3, we're going to do the quick load. We're going to do the pickaxe. And then we can test this. We'll see if it breaks. Okay, so this should cut tree. Ah, it's not. What is current tool.tool? Oh, that is the scene. So I could, instead of doing array item, is there a way I can just put an array of like tool classes, things that inherit from tool classes? So if I do this and I go back to here, I go assign, and it says show all. It's like, okay. Can't do that. I can do resources. No, I can just go back to this. We just then have to do item item resource, which I should fill this out. This feels very convoluted, though. This does not feel efficient in any way. I know I need to rework this tool system so bad. Everything about it is not good. Okay, but we have item there. Tree 1, tree 2. That is axe. Tree 3 as pickaxe. Okay. So now I can go back here. Tool dot item resource. Now let's try it. Okay. Nice. Okay, this doesn't hit that, but it should hit a green tree. Nice. And this should not hit a green tree. Okay, sick. So now we change this to be axe. Fade, what's up? How are you? Good to see you, man. Can't remember, were you here yesterday? If not, there's some stuff I need to show you. Okay. Okay, we need a new scene, similar to tree. This is class name forestry. Okay. Create new folder. Let's do mining nodes. I was in the day before. Okay. Rocks and ruins, but this should be mining nodes. Create a new scene. This will be stone. We'll just call it stone node. Go after the rust style. Then in our assets, we will instantiate this. Whoops. We don't need this. Hurt box is what we need. Collision shape. I feel like this is pretty big, so we're gonna do a scaling of like 0.75. Oh, 1 meter. Let's do 1.2. No, 1.1. Okay, that will work. Then we're going to attach a script to this. This is going to go into scripts. Wait, no, stone node. There we go. Classes. Mining node. Okay. Open. Class name mining node. This extends gatherable. Hurtbox, assign that. Accepted tools. Pickaxe. Need a base agent added to this. I think we just have too much going on, really. Okay, let's see what happens here. Oh, I need to actually add one to the scene. Fade, I'll show you what we got, though, real quick. Let me throw a couple rocks in here. Oh, it needs to be a change type, static body 3D. Need to go to rock.blend. Turn off physics. Why did that not update? Why is it still doing that? We can delete this rock. Okay. Maybe now I can re-import it. Why? Okay, we're just going to do that. grab this rotation stuff, paste it in here. Okay. This will work for now. Okay. Now, does it work? Okay, we can successfully mine them. Nothing happens when you do, but... And obviously it looks terrible right now. Let's go to main. Because on tree, then we do all this stuff. We do the shake. I'm going to throw this in there just for fun. Now we need to add a stone item, but that is probably going to come later. And I don't really have much time, but, oh, Fade, I was going to show you. I keep getting distracted. Let me see what happens when I, oh, okay, the hitboxes are definitely weird. Okay, it's not like shaking it at all. That's fine. At least I can hit it, and I can't hit... can't hit other stuff, so... That's where we have all of this stuff. So, damage visuals on forestry. Does that call? Yes. Okay. Okay, that's where it happens. I don't actually need the rock to shake in the same way, of course, but I just want to make sure everything works. Oh my goodness. Hey, there we go. It actually kind of works. I just need a better sound, better animations, better tools, because these tools don't look good. Like they're just disappearing underground. Which is rather annoying. But, Fade, if you haven't seen yet, we did get crafting working. So I can drop all of my items here and then craft up an axe. Costs a little bit of wood. craft up a hammer. It costs a little bit of wood. Obviously, I'm going to change it so it costs some stone too. Can craft a small box. And boom, we've got craftable items. Yeah, I really need to work on my my tool system soon. I think I should do it like this week. Just build up my tool system where it's not scenes like this with hitboxes. There should just be one hitbox. That's it. Also, fix the FPS issue. What was the main cause? So a big cause was the terrain data. I was generating collision for the whole game, like the whole map, at all times, which was causing a lot of issues. There was also VSync. VSync was causing a lot of issues too. So I fixed that, and then I also made it so my trees are all a multi-mesh. So these are all multi-meshes until you get close to them, and then they become an actual tree scene, so you can run into them, because otherwise they have no collision. All they are is a mesh. But once you get close to a tree, then you can cut it, and it will, you can get wood. But otherwise, I can render just way more trees this way, because it's a bunch of multi-meshes that are like tree spawner multi-meshes. And so like I was able to do like 30,000 trees at 80 or 60 FPS or something, which obviously I'm not going to try to do that many. But I think this is what, like 6,000 or something? It's quite a few, but yeah. Is there any issues relating to your items? I remember you thinking that might be a cause. No, it ended up not really being. Because there was like that rigid body thing that we were looking at, but it turns out that the collision that I should have been looking at was just the terrain collision, because it was calculating collision stuff for everything, I guess. I don't know. It's just not performant to do that. So now I have it on dynamic mode where it only looks for collision around the player, basically. Which does mean that my creatures are going to have to act a little different. They can't really have gravity in the same way that you would normally do gravity, because otherwise they'll just fall through the floor when you walk away from them. But check out Godot, right? No, this actually would have been... I didn't think about it when I was doing this. And to be fair, it would have been... it probably would have been too much work to do at the moment. When I was doing this crafting thing here, I was like, oh, maybe I could use Rye. But I had already done everything else here through Godot UI. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to wait until I start doing menu stuff. And then once I learn how it works from menus, if I like it enough, then I can switch it over to like my inventory UI stuff. Because I know I can come up with a lot better design stuff for sure, just using, CSS. That sounds amazing to be able to do. So, but as of right now, since this is all one UI node, I'm not gonna do anything with it yet. Oh, just realized you can't place on this guy. You have to place a building first. But yeah, I'm not going to do anything with it quite yet, just because I want to test it out by doing like menus with it first and see how it works before I rework this whole thing. Started playing around with sub viewports, made a live 3D scene for the main menu screen. Oh, nice. Yeah. That's sick. Yeah. I've done a little bit with just the viewports in game. I don't know if you're talking about the same thing, but I made like a screen. Let me see here. Let me see if I can pull it up. Basically just a TV screen within... It's not vehicle tutorial, was it? Oh, space sim. Let's hope this doesn't break anything. I could actually build this game out now because I've already made a build system. You can see that I had already started making like these connection points, which is very similar to how I'm doing my current game. But yeah, like I have this little TV screen here on the left side. I think if you press G, then it pushes closer. But what I was working on here was like a really, really difficult space sim where it uses very real physics, like decoupled physics, sort of, as in you can't like you won't just naturally slow down. If you do anything, basically it will make your guy move, so it's really hard to like navigate with your spaceship. But the whole idea was you were going to make a kind of a space station and almost play a game kind of like Raft, but with a space station instead, and using like your little shuttle to get around. But the whole point of this little side screen was that you would use it to dock, because I was going to make it so you can't just fly in and dock. Instead, you would have like a little docking connection point on the right side, and you use this camera to do the controls. When you press G, it makes it go closer. But it also switches the controls to be like oriented to where the camera is pointed. So now you use the camera to figure things out instead of looking straight ahead and using your WASD. But then if you put it back, then WASD switches. So it like changes the orientation of the controls, basically. More or less same idea. You just attach a camera to the viewport, make the camera point at the spot in the scene you want to show as your background, then set up a UI to draw on top. Yeah, must be basically the same thing then, yeah. This was a cool idea. The problem is it is so hard to fly in this. Like, everything gets out of hand fast when you have fully decoupled velocities. It's like, oh boy. It's so touchy. But I wanted to make it like really realistic. I couldn't do the roll decoupled because if you didn't slow down in the roll, it was literally impossible to fly. So I'm not holding down the roll key, but I am slowly slowing down. Very slowly, but... the RPG was basically just like the original RPG with the robot guy. It was just going to be kind of too much work. And I also didn't know as much when I was building it. So I wasn't really building it in the right way. And then there was the puzzle game, but I didn't give up on that one as much as just change it to survival rather than puzzle. But the same visual style and all that. But the RPG was just going to be kind of too big. Even for a simple, like... demo, because that's all I really wanted to do was a demo. But But unfortunately, I do have to get off here. But I'm pretty happy with this progress. We at least got the pickaxe and stone node added, even if I still need to add the stone item. But crafting is looking pretty good. That's not too bad. I'll need to find some new sound effects for when you hit the stone. And then at some point I'm going to have to figure out a much better system for my mining. Like, I don't want it to be, or my tools in general. I don't want the hitbox to be attached to the tool. I don't want the tool to actually be a physical mesh. Or if it is, it needs to be done in a much better way. So there's a lot of stuff that we're going to have to work on. But oh, these don't have the axe accepted as something that can gather them. Only the small trees do. But anyway, we will figure all that out at some point. But crafting, yes. Take it easy. Hey, you too, New Jank. Good to see you again, brother. I will try to be on again tomorrow. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm trying to be as consistent as I can. But yeah, thanks for being here, man. Good to see you again. Same with you, Fade, in the YouTube chat. Hope you have a good one. And the rest of you in the YouTube chat. Appreciate you all. I will see you all next time. I know this was a little bit shorter stream, but I think we'll figure it out. New Jank says, take it easy, YouTube. Yeah. YouTube's been fun recently. I've been really surprised with the amount of people who follow along and watch the videos, like the live streams afterwards. I don't know. It's always cool when someone jumps into chat and says like, oh, hey, I'm, watching. I usually don't catch it live or whatever, but then they watch it after. It's always super fun to hear that. But yeah, I'm going to take off. We will see you all later. Peace out. New Jank, good to see you. Fade, good to see you. And all the rest of y'all. I'll see you next time.